play. Garoppolo now. Outside. Of 6 on the third down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. The play clock's running down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. 6-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd and short. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And again,
they're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Coates complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
A full-scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
So 2nd and 10 here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Mettenberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
They come out here in the eye. Garoppolo looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Looking to throw. Can't find anyone open. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Miller. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. It's caught. Shepard. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Miller, the lone setback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 85 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
Cool. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles. To think about, is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Go, over.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now Mettenberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, Gurley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a bodybuilder's guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And sometimes when you're watching a game, you can actually see drills in effect during a ball game. And what I saw there is what running backs call the gauntlet drill. We have to go through a series of defenders. We're going to hit them, poke at the football, make them bounce, spin, dig for extra yardage, the whole deal. And we saw it there. His running backs coach, he's got to be awfully proud of that run. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Garoppolo now. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Miller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Shift together here from the D-line. Play clock winding down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
Green, 39 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
The play clock's running down. Garoppolo going deep this, and got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a carry here for their fullback. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Score, fellas. They do not score. Nowhere. Nowhere. Okay, baby. Good job. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's Mettenberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time now where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Mettenberger. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Looking to throw. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brown, the lone receiver left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think
they dial it up this drive. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folk quarter number 4. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it again with Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd down now following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Garoppolo now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Here's Mettenberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now Mettenberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Brought in by Coates. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Sammy Coates laying himself out in the end zone. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. No, a nifty juke there. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green.
Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy in tough coverage.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Coates. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't get...
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Miller, the lone setback. Garoppolo now, going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Here's Mettenberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin with a run by Miller. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's able to put it through. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the 4th quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Now, that said, you would rather win by 60 points, or do you like the close ones, too?
Well, I think everyone would rather win by 60. It's comfortable. Everyone gets to play. But when you win those nail-biters, dinner tastes just a little bit better that night.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates with